Hello everyone, here we go again. Great. I should be asleep, getting ready for work, instead I'm playing video games. So, realistically, nothing's really out of the ordinary here. So, after I furiously fought that great battle with Biomon, realized one big problem kept coming up was I was running out of battery. So, I may have fought a couple battles off screen, wherein content puss scrotum, because pus. What? I say puss because that's how it's read. It's weird. So literally, the first purchase you want to make outside of whatever items to acquire someone should be to upgrade this fucking battery. So I got $1,000, so I can upgrade it twice. You can go up to 5 on each battery, and you'll get better batteries, whatever. So now I can last 300 steps, which is gonna come in handy. Yeah, that's the deal. So I purposely waited a longer time for doing the next part because I wanted to see if posting on Reddit really did anything, and I can't really deny it. It gave me a little boost. I think I had around 105 before I posted views, and then I posted it to Reddit, and now it's like 175, so I guess I'll continue doing that. I will keep it up with the Monday for subscribers, Friday on Reddit type of deal. Yeah, of course you're here now. Of course you are. This would oh my god, why does it... Every time I record something, it just hates me. Alright, well I don't really need to fight it now. It's got null experience. As in, just not worth doing it. So we're in part 2, and just a warning. Almost every series I've done, part 2, just like, is where it all falls to shit. Like, anything that can go wrong in a part 2 will go wrong in a part 2. Happened in Dead Space, happened in Magic Pendule, happened in, what's another one? Happened in Dead Space, Magic Pendule, happened in Digimon World 3. I don't think it happened in Digimon World 1, happened in Sly. It's happened in almost all of my parts. It's just... it's not very bueno. So, but now that I'm not, doing the first part and get all the explanation out of the way, I can go back to not talking about anything remotely related to the game. So, I've been playing a shit ton of games. I went back to Final Fantasy 13-2 again. Got pretty far in that. I have to say, I can't stand 13, but 13-2 it's a very decent game. It's a good save. If you didn't like 13, and so, you didn't think it was quite as good, 13.2 fixes every problem I had with 13. So, I recommend it. Got my tamer's hunch that there might be a boss up here, brr. So, this is gold, / brownish, / gross looking floor. That means machines are stronger. So, I used to think that you couldn't, I didn't know how to recruit Digimon. So, I always came here with just an Agumon, and I would always get derailed when I'd go to the second place, and all I'd have was an Agumon, or maybe if I'm lucky a Greymon, and Kakatorymon would just always kick my ass. And I was just like, I mean, do I have to save Angemon? Does Angemon join your team after that? How do you get Digimon in this? Little did I know it's the easiest, well not easy, clearly, but it's one of the easier things. I forgot that if I'm logged into Steam, that thing's gonna pop up. I should probably get rid of that. But I'm pretty lazy. And I'll probably forget. So, don't expect that. Let's see. Speaking of Steam, I played Game Developer Tycoon. I don't remember if I talked about this in Tokyo Jungle, but that game is fucking phenomenal. It's like $10. I seriously recommend if you play PC games, if you're into indie games and stuff like that. And if you're into the gaming industry as a whole, if you track the kind of stuff that goes on between Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft and stuff like that, it's a fantastic game. They give all fake names and stuff like Vony and I forget what the one from Microsoft is. Nintendo is Vintendo, but it's you know who they're talking about. And it's basically going through gaming history. At the same time, you're making games, and it's so easy to make the same mistakes that like big game developers do. Like everyone's like, oh, Assassin's Creed shouldn't come out every year, blah blah blah. Well, when you're starved for money and you know you can make one type of game specifically, it's really easy to just keep making that kind of game. So that's the first level. Finish this. Gonna go accept the new level. Fuck this. I just realized I wasn't sped up that entire battle. That's my bad. I knew it was going faster. Also, I forgot. So go back here. Think you go to. I forget what the name of the 2 domains is. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. All right. Oh Jesus Christ. I'm running out of sound effects. You walk so fucking slow. Okay. I don't need any items, I guess. I should be good to go. For now, I'm going to focus on saving my money for different Digibeetle parts, because those are very important. You're going to get your ass just, like, reamed without them. So I'm assuming I accepted a new mission as I was making blah 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 sounds. But yeah, cannot recommend Game Developer Tycoon enough. Oddly enough, it's the company's first game, so like they're super grateful for any feedback, and I would absolutely love to do. It's not a Let's Play type game, but I think I'd like to record something with Carlos about it, or even PJ, anyone, and just to just showing off, just out of like appreciation for like a new developer. Like, it's not, like I said, it's not really a Let's Play game, meaning, like, it goes kind of slow, and it takes a while, but just to show, like, even a little bit is, like, worth it. Let's see, Final Fantasy 13-2, covered that. So, this is the, like, vaccine-type domain, like, it's exclusively to vaccine. I already have a full team for now. I might Digivolve one of my guys here, but, what I like to do or what I usually like to do, I completely forgot about, is try and get one of each new type of Digimon. So like, I have a Tapermon, I have a Biomon. Logically, I should get a Toyagumon, and then like add that to my team, and like a Tentomon, but like I just said, I forgot, I was talking. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to do this. Because it's just very uncomfortable. I'm sitting comfortably playing, and then I gotta do this, and then I gotta talk as I'm making sure I don't hold it down too long. But yeah, so I'm not doing it right now. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff off screen, but I definitely recommend at least trying to get one of each, because like your Digimon's levels will max out, like, and then you'll have to, you know, de-digivolve them, and so 2 Digimon become 1, and then suddenly you realize you only have 2 available on your team, and that can make things frustrating. But if you just pick up one of each as you're going, like you get a Toyagumon, you get a Tentomon, you get a Gomamon, then you'll tend to run out of Digimon less. And then, like, you know, say you have the new Digimon, whatever, you can start raising another one, and then so on and so on and so on. It just makes the game flow a little better, especially early on. Later in the game, it becomes a lot easier. Like, they really, really handicap you in the beginning of this game. Like, I've been playing more of, I just got to the part on File Island where they give you 4 domains to do at once, and I cleared one of them. I'm assuming I'm not going to find, you're supposed to find Digimon, and I'm assuming I'm not going to find him until the very last domain, because that's how games like this work. I've been playing another game, oh, obviously. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts HD, and that is a great game. It's the final mix of Kingdom Hearts, which means they added a lot of extra stuff that we never got over in other countries. I don't think Europe got it. I know North America didn't get it. Whenever I talk about Europe, I'm from America, so if I talk about Europe, I'm guessing, or going off what I think is true. I never can confirm it, though. Never take my word on what I say about Europe. I have people from Europe who can comment on things and tell me when I'm wrong, and I very much appreciate getting corrected, because I don't like sounding like an idiot all the time, just sometimes. So that weird yellow stuff in the middle, you'll take damage if you walk over it. I think it's 50 for yellow, 100 for green, 150 for blue, 200 for purple, and 250 for red. Just assuming that it keeps the 50 each pattern. So you can get different tires, which I'd say tires weird like that because I was air quoting, but then I realized you can't see that, so now I have to explain. But you can get better tires, and it actually changes the color of your Digibeetle's like legs. That's kind of cool. The first one you get is obviously yellow, and then from there, it's actually, he's gonna level up soon, so I shouldn't do that. I'm purposely fighting these battles because, as an RPG player, never run away from a battle, because you'll not from like a bravery sort of thing, like no, you have to fight the enemy. No, it's because you'll become underleveled and then you'll fuck yourself into a corner. I'm a big fan of grinding in games, so. But yeah, the Kingdom Hearts HD collection is good. I'm finding, like, so far I'm enjoying, like, all the different, like, all the enemies are different colors and stuff like that. Like, little small changes that shouldn't affect me, but they totally do. And just the HD, and the fact that all the things like opening chests and, like, special attacks are to the triangle button, and that anyone who's played Kingdom Hearts is going to know what I'm talking about. And that you don't have to scroll down to, like, that bottom part of the menu. Like, it's attack, magic, item, and then the bottom would be like miscellaneous. The fact that you can just press triangle to do all that shit now makes things so much easier. There's a couple of things they didn't, like from 2, that they didn't keep implemented. Like, in 2 you can open chests mid-battle. Like, you can't do that in this one anymore. There's a couple things like that, but overall it's a great HD. I haven't done Chain of Memories yet. I plan to, and you know, I can talk about that when I do it, but for now I just want to go through Kingdom Hearts 1. One thing I should mention, I am a huge Sony fan, so like when they release collections, I usually buy them. Like obviously I've done Let's Play of Sly, I've platinumed Sly 1, 2, 3, every Ratchet & Clank game except for All for One and Full Frontal Assault. I have platinumed, and I platinumed the first Jak and Daxter, because the other 2 you have to collect all the eggs, and fuck that. So normally platinum, like the platinum trophies, these take like 1 to 2 playthroughs. Like, they're not super challenging. The Kingdom Hearts one is absolutely challenging. First of all, you have to do everything possible in the game, which is what I kind of expected. But then they added some trophies I wasn't expecting, like beat the game without changing equipment. So no Keyblade, no accessories or anything. Like, you can't change them. You have to just keep the normal Kingdom Key, which is awesome. I'm glad that they threw challenges in there. There's another one I'm less excited about, but I'm glad they made it, if that makes sense, which is to beat the game in under 15 hours. It's not super challenging. I just hate trophies like that, because I feel like when I do things, I do all the side quests, I do everything, and I love it. I get every possible minute out of a playthrough. But when you're doing, like, the greatest example is the Grand Theft Auto 4 Liberty City Minute Trophy, in which it was to beat the game in under 30 hours. Very doable. I ended up doing it with like 18 hours, but it's like I never could free roam because I always had to reload a save instead of like continuing things, because I always felt like, oh man, who knows, what if I, you know, take too much time, I don't want to screw myself out. And I think that kind of ruins the experience. I don't know if it does that for Kingdom Hearts yet, but we'll see. There's another one for beating it without ever getting knocked down. Another great one. Like, or you can't continue. Like, if you save right before a boss fight, if you load the save, that's fine. But if you forget to save and then you die, or if you die from like a random enemy, cough cough, didn't happen to me, cough cough, fucking monkeys in Tarzan's world, cough cough cough, then you're screwed and you're gonna probably lose that one. Have to do it a different playthrough. So it's a very challenging platinum, and I'm glad for that. Like, I feel like they usually go a little too easy on them, if that makes sense. Wow, I am blazing through this. Well, let's see if I can fight the fucking boss. I think I don't normally level up by the time I get to the first boss. We'll see. Is it Kakatorimon? I think it is. So I think I always go to the vaccine one first, just because I think it's the easier one. We'll see. I also don't know how much money I have. It is... Alright, I'm after your shining treasure. Ha! I get it, because birds like shiny things. Let me think. Playing Kingdom Hearts. Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out on Tuesday. Now, part of me is excited, and part of me is just like, I've been keeping a complete block out of Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know anything about what's in the game. I don't know anything, like, I don't want to know anything about it, so don't comment. I want it to be a surprise, because I feel like I kind of ruined The Last of Us for myself. Because, like, I read all the hype and stuff like that, and I felt like Last of Us was a kind of predictable game, if that makes sense. Like, everything that happened in the game, if I was like, well, if I was a story writer, I would have them do this, and then, like, 5 minutes later, they do that. So, that's probably just me having played way too many fucking games, like, I've seen it all. So, with Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm lowering my expectations. I'll definitely get it. I'll probably get it the day it comes out. I think, well, I wanted to start downloading it at midnight and have it ready when I get back from work, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because I'm at work at midnight. For those of you who don't know, I just work an overnight job at a convenience store. And great hours, especially for a gamer, because I can just sit there on my PS Vita playing Persona 4, which we'll get to in a couple minutes. Which, you know, it's fun, but sometimes, one of the rare times that inconveniences me is like when I'd want to download a start in the middle. I'm actually doing a test to see if I pre-order it, if PlayStation Plus will download it for me while I'm not there. I haven't seen it do it before, but it's like, it's one of those things where it should do that, but I've never been able to test it, so you get the dynamo part. That'll come in handy in 80 hours from now, depending on which grinding I do. I'm trying not to do too much grinding. I just wanted to I'm kind of rushing through this because I want to get this part out. Because, again, part 2s are cursed, and I don't want anything to go too wrong with this. You don't have to report to him until you do all of the quests. So, but I should check my stuff. Got a good amount of money, but not a safe amount of money. Probably go upgrade my battery the last 2 times. Just get those out of the way. You don't have to upgrade your engine. If you're careful, you shouldn't take too much damage, but sometimes it just happens. I recommend upgrading it once, because a lot of traps will take out exactly like 800 or 400 traps, or 1 800 HP trap will, you know, pretty much take you out. Ah, oh, fuck, I hate when you accidentally do this. You go through the whole fucking thing. I did it again! Careful. Okay, I feel like it's that episode of Futurama where they're in the only forwards time machine, and they keep pressing it. And he's like, careful, careful, and he goes back. Alright, so, like I said, so I have 800 now. Just to be safe, just do it once. Now it's 900. Not a big deal, it's only 150 bits. Which, I should say, someone corrected me and said, and I knew this in the back of my head, it's just one of those things where I definitely forgot about. 8 bits to a byte. My mistake. I said it right there that I was talking out of my ass, but I'm glad. See, this is what I'm glad people correct me. Let's see. I am going to need help in this game, by the way. Not like progressing-wise. Someone else mentioned the 2 toy planes. I do know about those. I've done the beginning 1 billion times, so I know about the 2 toy planes. Thank you, but I got it. Just basically, someone tell me if I'm like, oh, I couldn't find this, blah, blah, blah. Just be like, you left it in your inventory, you fucking retard. And I'll be like, alright, well, thanks, I guess. So, Persona 4. If you've watched my other videos, you know I recently found Persona 3 and 4 over last summer. And I started, and they're some of my favorite games. Like, I was shocked that at this stage in my gaming career, I could find games that I liked that much, that I guess missed. Like, these are older games. Well, Persona 4 Golden came out this year for the Vita. It's like it's like an HD version of Persona 4, if that kind of makes sense. But Persona 3, I guess I just missed, and those are fantastic games. If you're an RPG player, they could not appeal to you more. Actually, you should hold. And yeah, I'm in love with them. But I've been playing Persona 4 again, and I'm actually close to the platinum. I've got like 5 or 6 trophies left, and I got pissed because this doesn't spoil anything, but there's a trophy for reading all the books, and there's a trophy for maxing out all social links. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm not going to explain it because I don't want to spoil anything. But you can't do those in the same playthrough. So my first playthrough, I didn't do either because, you know, I'm feeling out the game, I'm enjoying it, I'm just purely playing it for the story, getting immersed in it. Second playthrough, I was going to do all the books, and then I found out I missed 2 books. Like, I didn't buy them or I didn't do the event to get them. And I was fucking pissed, because that means I now have to do 4 playthroughs. And that's not, like, I was deep enough in the game where it was like, well, fuck. So, now I have to do 4 playthroughs to get that platinum, which isn't that bad. Like, it's a great game, but it's long as hell. I think immediately after I finish this one, I'm going to do the social link one, and then I guess I'll finish it off. Like, I'll probably just stop playing as soon as I get the reading one. And then I don't know what I'm going to play portably. Maybe by then, I think I'm going to get Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Everyone's all telling me I should get Pokemon X and Y. No, I'm done with Pokemon. Maybe I'll finish Black and White 2. Maybe that's what I'll do instead. Because I have Black 2. And I think I've got like 5 or 6 badges, but I just got like stuck somewhere. And instead of reading a guide, I just realized I was bored. And I went back and looked at my Pokemon, and I was just like, I don't know. Like, I had a Lucario, but I wasn't using the starter, which I have never done in any... Oh, fuck, why did I guard twice? I've never done that in any Pokemon game except... Did I guard with everyone? What an idiot. I've never done that with any Pokemon game except this. I always use the starter. But I just really don't care about the Black and White starters. Like, I used Oshawott the first time. None of them really appeal to me. Like, I skipped Diamond and Pearl, but I think I went back and played a little bit of it. When I did play it, I played with Torterra, or whatever the turtle one is, and I liked it. It was cool enough. I didn't like the other two, but I did like that one. And then Silver and Gold and Blue and Red, I like all 6 of those starters together. I honestly like them all. And then I liked Mudkip, and I kind of liked Treecko. I guess I liked... I didn't hate any of the Gen 3 starters either. But I don't know. I started falling off. So, I don't want to get excited about X and Y. I'm sure people are going to like it and stuff like that, but in my heart of hearts, until I beat Black 2, I can't move on to another Pokemon game. So maybe I'll do that. See, I've played all these games since my the last part I recorded before this was Magic Pendule 5, and that was like weeks ago. And I was just like, I was playing all these games, and I was like, damn, I really want to talk about these, but I had to wait. I could have talked about it in Tokyo Jungle. I think I did a little bit, but I don't know. I've got a couple more. But back to Kingdom Hearts. I would like to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts because if there's something I know just as much of, like I know. The reason I do Digimon Let's Plays is because, let's face it, I'm fucking funny and entertaining. But I also do them because I really enjoy Digimon, I like them a lot, and I know a lot about them. The same thing goes for Kingdom Hearts. The only thing stopping me from doing a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play is that it's going to be incredibly overdone. Like, everyone's going to be doing them. Or if they're not already doing them. And, I don't know. It's more of... I can't see there being a huge demand for them. Like, I'm crazy about Kingdom Hearts. I might do it anyway, just because. Not until I at least beat 1 HD on my own. So don't worry, it won't be for like a little bit, but I'd definitely like to hear feedback on that, because that's a big story-based game too. So there'd be a lot less of me talking, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I'm a huge fan. I know just as much about that as I know about Digimon. No, I probably know a little bit more about Digimon. But that's not fair, because I know almost everything about Digimon. Someone corrected me about the Tapermon Mammothmon thing, too. I went to Digipedia, or whatever, the first one that comes up on Google. That's always the one I go to whenever I do Digimon research, which is definitely a thing. And they say there's no lines to Tapermon and Mammothmon. If there is, then I will gladly, step back and say, alright, well, it sounds likely to me. I mean, they should be. They look very, very similar. And if they can digivolve into each other in this game, then I'll believe it. But all I'm saying is I looked in a couple different places, and they all said Mammothmon, no relation. So, I don't know. That's all. I wish I could say that they were related. They should be, but I have yet to find sufficient evidence. I know they linked me to a different Digimon Wikipedia site, but it's like, when it comes to 2 different Pedias, I mean, you can't really tell which one's right and which one's wrong. So if I can find some other information pointing to it, then I'll take it. But it's like, as of now, I don't believe any of them. Like, he could be, he could not be. I don't know. Fuck it. So let's see what else. Oh, people wanted me to do some indie game Let's Plays. on when I showed the Steam collection, all the games I own on Steam. I would, but there's a couple of things. I don't want to do Super Meat Boy because I'm not really a rage quitter, if that makes, like, not a loud one, if that makes sense. I say that a lot too, if that makes sense, because in my head it doesn't make sense, but then I know it does. Like, when I play a game that's, like, kind of frustrating, it basically just sounds like, ah, damn it. And then I'll retry, and then I'll be like, ah, shit. And I'm like, I get quieter when I play games like that, so I don't think it'd be entertaining for me to play Super Meat Boy. And, like, I will quit. I'll stop playing the game, but it won't be like, God damn it. You're not going to see any fucking Michael Jones shit. It's going to be me just going, alright, well, fuck this. I'll do it later. And then, like, I'll go back to it and finish it later. I'm not an entertaining rage quitter. Do you know who probably would be? Carlos. If I can sit down and get him to play some of those games, that could be entertaining. But not me. Sorry to disappoint. I don't get mad about games that easily. Like, I'll get mad, but it's silent rage, and I bottle it up inside and save it for later. Like inappropriately timed, like at a wedding or a birthday party for a 5-year-old. And then I just let it loose. So I'm not gonna do Super Meat Boy. I might have someone else do it, but not me. And let's see. I can do Limbo, but I can't do it on my PC because it's only full screen. The only way I can record on PC games with my current programs and equipment is if they're not full screen. So if I can minimize them, then or if I can, like, make the window different sizes, then I can do it. But otherwise, it just doesn't work properly. Unless someone can point me to a program that records the screen better, and then, you know, I'm open. But for now, I can't do that. I do, however, own Limbo on PlayStation Network, so I can still do it, just not on PC. What else were they saying? The big ones. I think I started up Braid, and I think that one was full screen too. I don't 100% remember. I haven't bought Bastion yet, actually, believe it or not. But is that available for Xbox too, or is that only PC? I don't have an Xbox, but I just don't remember ever seeing it on PSN, but I vaguely remember it being on Xbox. Again, I could be talking out of my ass. But there's still a couple games I own that I'd like to do, like, one-off Let's Plays. Like Tokyo Jungle, I might do another one with the DLC. But other than that, you know, probably done with that. It's just stuff like that. Like, I like doing one-part Let's Plays. I don't do nearly enough of them. Most of the stuff I do is all series. And, you know, those are fun, but they're exhausting. I like just getting a game, uploading it, being done. But, you know, I'm not afraid to return to them. It's just, I don't know. And series I like doing. Like, I like doing a game for a long time, but sometimes, you know, I get tired, or I just lose my spark that wanted me to do the game. That's what happened with Jak and Daxter and Dishonored. You know, just happens. I actually do want to go back to Dishonored, but I purposely waited. I was going to buy the game again, but they released a bunch of DLC for it, and it's a Bethesda game, so I'm like, well, obviously they're going to make a Game of the Year at some point. Sure enough, it was announced this week, so I'll get that version of it, and then probably go back to it. I'm going to do the same thing with Borderlands 2. Like, I played Borderlands 2, beat it, thought it was great. I think I stopped playing at like level 40 or so, and the level cap was 50 at the time. But they've released a ton of DLC since then, so I knew they'd probably do like a complete edition because they did it with Borderlands 1. So they announced that, and I'm probably gonna pick that up again too. You should see my game collection at this point. It's fucking huge. I started Shadows of the Damned. Wasn't as big a fan as I wanted to be. I still want to go back, but it's by Suda51, if that name means anything to you. But I think I like Lollipop Chainsaw more. Like, it's supposed to be like a ridiculous game, but at the same time really fun. And, I mean, it kind of is, but just, I don't know. It wasn't really grabbing me at the time. I might go back to it. But there's so many games I start and then don't finish. It tends to happen a lot. So now, if you haven't figured it out, the green type shit means that we're on the final floor. Now they're starting to get complicated. These are usually all the green floors are predetermined. Like the other floors are randomized sometimes. Sometimes you'll get the same one. I'll point it out in the next domain, or I think 2 domains from now. Because there's a specific trap that's always going to be there. Actually, in the BIOS domain, which I think might be next, there's a specific floor that's always there. I'll point it out then. But, I don't know, what I was trying to say is they're usually more complicated. And almost always longer, especially in the later levels. Like, they get, like, annoyingly long. So, we'll see if I make it. I'm also not watching my EP, so if I run out, because I'm so used to playing it later game, like, my battery is huge in the late game. Like, I upgrade it as soon as I can, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, I'm at a good amount. Yeah, see, I did the same thing. I upgraded it really quickly. Trap? No. You can press the X button to check for traps, but that's not going to come into play for a little while. You can also upgrade part of your Digibeetle so you can see traps ahead of time. You can usually tell where they're going to be, though. Like, if there's, like, 4, like, places, and then... How am I going to explain this better? If there's, like, 4 places, like, spots, and they're all traps, and there's one in the middle, there's probably a trap in the middle, too. Alright. I just have a ton of HP discs. I feel like I should use them. I don't know where I got them all. I should sell them is what I should do. See, this is the one who had Angemon. Of course it's Numamon. And blah 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 blah. Very interesting. So I've been going about 32 minutes. I'll probably finish this and do the meditation dome. Next part. I mean, what? What's the meditation dome? Ooh. I might... Don't be surprised if my Digimon are leveled up by then, too. Because having them all at level 9 is very unsettling, and I don't like it. I think I should have champions by now, but I just don't. I might also grab a couple different Digimon. See, this is one of those games where I have to do a bunch of work outside of the freaking part, and I don't like doing that. Digimon World 3 was awful about that, but once I grinded enough, I don't think I had to do it anymore. For boss fights, what I like to do is take out one Digimon first, and then the next, and then the next. I should probably be taking out Devmon because it's stupid Demi-Dart, but I think I have enough MP. I feel like it's a better strategy. When it gets to the point where I have a bunch of AoE attacks, area of effect for those who don't know, then I'll basically just have all 3 Digimon use AoE attacks at the same time until they're all dead. Because I'm lazy and I don't like targeting things. That's what I do in my other file. Got 2 with Fire Blast, 1 with Grizzly Wing, or 1 with Lightning Blade. They're the best. Wow, none of them even leveled up. I'm pretty shocked. I also have a good amount of bits right now. Well, that was quick. So far, nothing's gone wrong. That's strange. So there are 2 places here. I think if you go up, it's the exit portal. Nope. Tricked me out. So, go up here, and of course it's extra long, just in case. There he is. So I thought he joined you, because I didn't know how to get Digimon, and I was all excited, but then he didn't join me. Because I had barely made it here with 1 Greymon. Especially, like, I was especially pissed because, like, your level caps. So I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with 1 Digimon who's only level 15? Or 14, I think, the first one. No, 13. Your first level cap's at 13, I think. I'll explain that when we start digivolving and stuff like that. For now, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Alright. Done for now. I should mention my new capture device. One thing I noticed about it after is, it makes the videos really quick, which is great, and it processes them really quick, which is also great. The upload took 8 fucking hours for 1 half-hour video. That's going to be a problem later on down the road. The Digimon parts, I don't use my capture device for, so these are still going to be very quick and very blah blah blah. But I think I'm done for now. Let's see, what do we talk about this part? Let me know what you think. Let me know stuff, I guess. And I do want feedback on what you think of a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. I might do it anyway, but for now, I'm, you know, I would do it going into it fully knowing that it's going to be very overdone, and it wouldn't be for a while. For now, I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to focus on Digimon World 2 once a week, and then I'm going to go back to Sly 2 for a little bit. After that, I'll probably finish up Magic Pendule, if not switch in between them. And I'll probably upload some random Let's Plays like Limbo and stuff like that along the way. The only reason there was only one video last week, other than the Digimon part, was because I specifically waited until I got my new capture device. And that was the test video. So now that I have it, I'll definitely go back to the other series. And they might look a little better, sound a little better. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Let's see, what's the name? Fuck you, Garcia. Yeah, talking to you. I don't know. I've run out of names to fucking do that joke with. That's why I don't do it anymore. I'm not creative. I can't think of names. I named a guy fucking Puss Scrotum. Leave me alone.